Hello, this is Dan Ferrisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. So I have to be partnering once again with HDBaseT Alliance here at ISE 2026, where we are celebrating the 15-year anniversary of HDBaseT. So happy to be joined today by James Pfenning as well as Guy Lavi. We're going to be talking about experiential signage. And I know digital signage, I've been in the industry over 20 years. We've been talking about digital signage all through that time and probably before that time. I want to change the conversation to something more experiential, though. So that's why I wanted to invite you on to get a sense of what the market tastes are and how leading suppliers are making it happen. So again, thank you for being here.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
So when I think about old school digital signage, so to speak, I might think about like airport displays that passively show information. But today it's about the experience, right? It's about making something that's memorable, that's a potential for storytelling. I like to say storytelling, smile generating, memory making. Signage can do all those things, can it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's technology has enabled that. It's becoming a lot more engaging. You can create new opportunities for generating revenue and return on that investment, plus that engagement, whether it's your customers, employees, whoever might be in front of that display.
And Guy?
Yeah, so we are more familiar with the sensing part of that, and we are happy to provide that part of making the sign react to whatever you decide it would react to.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's about. When I think about experience, I'm thinking about interactivity, I'm thinking about customization, I'm thinking about personalization. So if you're in a retail environment or a hospitality venue, whatever the case is, and you see a sign, again, it's not just passively giving you generic information. It in some way is shaping what it is showing to you to perhaps spur you to buy, to spur you to reserve, to spur you to do something. That's much more powerful, isn't it?
Right, and it can provide you with the information that you really need. In that sense, the sign is becoming really smart, right? So if you are looking for shoes in a department store, it would bring up the ad that would lead you to the right place based on your interest.
Yeah. What would you add, JP?
Well, I'd say what's nice about what you can do with the technology now, it can be an attractor to bring in that audience, so it can react to passerby to bring that in, but then it's engaging the person once they're there. Like you said, personalization.
Yeah.
I think I'm with LG Electronics, so we have, amazing displays technology, which is the attractor and ultimately the canvas that you're conveying the messaging. But it's working with our technology partnerships and all the various technology that brings that whole solution together that's really enabled that next evolution of digital signage, right? Yeah. I agree with you. I've been in the industry long enough, too, that I had explained what digital signage was back in the early days. But, yeah, that interactivity, there's so many different ways you can go with it, for whether it's touch interactive. They have some amazing technology for sensing and taking those triggers to do really allows the creative groups to, it's endless what you can do with it, right? You now have this data, and to turn it into something. Very engaging. So,
I love the word you use, canvas, too, because it emphasizes the centrality of content. I mean, absolutely, you need a high-quality display that's going to show those vivid colors and is going to look super sharp. But it is ultimately a canvas, right? It's a canvas for the content, and the content, if it can sense who you are and engage with you in a meaningful way, that is kind of the secret sauce.
Right. Agree. And not only that, if you take it a step further, if you're thinking about an animation rendering, then the content can really move towards you when you get close to the sign itself. And it can be even more engaging than just providing you the information that is relevant. It can actually move towards you and hand you over, the product, or you make it more, you gamify the experience.
Mm. So we're here, as I say, at the HDBaseT Alliance booth. I know sometimes you might have, media hubs or content hubs that are distant from the sign. That signal has to get from the content hub to the distant sign. It might be in an adverse environment. It might be exterior. It might be whatever the case might be. How does HDBaseT facilitate the stable, reliable delivery of that content, of that signal, to that remote display in a bulletproof, completely reliable way?
Well, I think you said it well there, and that's the beauty of the HDBaseT. We find it very valuable in those environments where it's cost prohibitive to really extend all of those, what you need to put into the infrastructure to support it. And plus, having that in the media player or whatever it might be in a centralized location streamlines the operational side of it as well. So both benefits from the installation, lowering that installation cost, and then the maintenance and operational side of it as well.
Anything that you would add?
Yeah, and when you add sensors, you even need to get further away in the space.
Yeah.
And this is where you need that extension technology.
What do you all think is the future of experiential signage? I talked about kind of counterposing what we're discussing with passive airport signs or something like that. But what is the next generation? What is the next iteration that we can look forward to seeing if we're at ISE 2035? And it may be very hard to predict out in the future. But what do you think the next evolution of experiential signage will be?
Well, I'll speak first from, I guess, LG and our vision. Obviously, I talked about a canvas. It's that canvas is evolving, different technology, different form factors. We have transparency. So we can do some really amazing things with a transparent OLED to give almost combined with AI for that interactive experience. So it's different form factors, obviously brighter, shinier, pretty colors, but it's different form factors. I would say, AI is definitely a buzzword, but if you incorporate that, it's about what we've been talking about. It's adapting and using data to create a better experience overall. Yeah. And a better experience could be from the operator in that they're getting information and data and engagement, but it also should be mutual for the customer or whatever. So it's a mutual experience, right?
Sure.
You're getting what you want out of it, and the business is turning a better ROI because of it.
And Guy?
Yeah, I think we may be witnessing like a virtual assistant that would come up on that sign and would know exactly what you did like a minute before, and would offer you the help that you need. You can then chat with it and get with what you need, right?
Exciting possibilities lie ahead.
And that's in 2026. We're showing a little bit of that in our stand this year, so that virtual concierge. So it's exciting, yeah.
I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'll stop by for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, JP. Thank you so much, Guy, for joining me today. Really appreciate the insights about experiential signage, a category that I know will continue to attract a whole lot of attention, and deservedly so.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. And, LG is a founding partner of HDBaseT Alliance, so we're happy to be here. So,
thank you.
15th anniversary, really remarkable. So again, thank you for being here. My name is Dan Ferrisi. I'm Group Director, Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech here at Emerald. Delighted once again to be partnering with HDBaseT Alliance on the occasion of their 15-year anniversary right here in Barcelona at ISE.